Hi, welcome to Analogica. So, we are here to understand the difference between data science, machine learning, data analytics, artificial intelligence, and deep learning. Too many terms here to understand, but the idea is entire all of that which we spoke about comes under one umbrella term, and that is data science. Under data science, you'll find all these terms, and there is nothing above the idea of data science, right? So how does it pan out? So what do we have here? Let's sort of go into a journey. Let's say you have a lot of data, but you only want to analyze the data and get some insights. That's when data analytics comes in. Further, when you have a lot of data, but you don't want to code, you don't want to program, all you want to do is just use some ready softwares, but still in this, you want to be analyzing the given data, you want to seek patterns in it, you want to frame hypothesis and cross-check if what you suspect about certain data is true or false. So there are a number of statistical methods available for this, and there are off-the-shelf softwares that you can use. Something like SAS, Statistical Analysis System, which was built way back in 1966. You could also use Excel if you're good at statistics and good at Excel, and there's a lot of features you can use. If you want to have something more fancy, you want to automate a process, then you could go for Tableau. If you want to do some hard coding, R is the one for you. Let's look at some examples that comes under data analytics. You got business decisions. You can do hypothesis testing, and you can do business forecasting also. But in case, let's say you have a lot of data, but you want to automate the entire process. You don't want to be using a certain set of certain script every time manually. If you want to automate it, that's when Python comes into the picture, and you have NumPy and many stats packages. And examples would be, again, the same thing: business decisions, hypothesis testing, business forecasting, all of this, but in a more automated way. There are certain other areas, certain other cases where you have a lot of data, but you also want to predict the future events as well. In that case, what you have is artificial intelligence. It is intelligent. It's artificial, of course. But under artificial intelligence, there are, again, certain aspects that you would want to know. For example, if your data is complex, but the prediction problems are simple, that's when machine learning comes in. Machine learning again uses statistics at the core, and here you'll be using Python programming or any other programming language suitable to encode machine learning algorithms. Machine learning algorithms are already well-researched area, and under machine learning there are many kinds of problems such as unsupervised, supervised, and reinforcement learning, and each of them solve a particular kind of problem. Let's just look into it. Basically, what you want to do with the machine learning algorithms is you want to be able to predict, you want to cluster, you want to classify. For example, drug testing. Drug testing is a thing wherein you want to be able to predict if a certain drug, which says was tested on 1,000 people, would also hold good for 1,001th patient, right? That's how machine learning is used in drug testing. There's also the movie recommendation system, might be used to Netflix and Amazon and suggesting movies for you. That's where machine learning is used. And if you want to understand how hiring decisions are made, a set of enterprises, so that's where machine learning is used. Also, machine learning is used in stock market analysis. For continuously moving data, you want to predict what happens to a particular set of stocks or particular kinds of products. But this is not all. There is another deeper set of problems wherein your data is complex and you want the model to behave more like a human. So at this point of time, I think we should understand the major difference between machine learning and artificial intelligence. No matter how complicated the code, machine learning algorithms cannot solve the kinds of problems that human beings can solve. To make a machine learning algorithm mimic human thinking, machine learning models have to be more complicated. And of course, there's a system needed, which is not just merely algebraic and multivariate systems. The requirement is about multidimensional systems. So the thinkers and the logicians and the mathematicians came long time ago with the idea of mimicking the neural structure of the human brain. While doing so, the idea of deep learning came into picture. Again, deep learning, to put in the entire model, to code the entire model, you would require statistics. Again, you would require a certain programming language to do so. But here, in this case, the modeling is done as if it was a layered neural network. And to make things easy, Google has come up with TensorFlow. And you could go and Google the term TensorFlow Playground, and you'll be able to enjoy setting up neural network and playing around with it. So let's look at some examples for this. Self-driving cars. Yes, you want to replace a driver with a machine. Just imagine the kind of complexity the code has. That's when deep learning comes in. You want to be able to classify image just like a human being does. Just look at the third example, a cat, dog, and a duck. The amount of features in all of them are humongous. I mean, that's where a deep learning model is required. Also, speech recognition. You have your Google Home and your Alexa, which listens to your voice. It even recognizes your voice if you train it. And also, disease prediction. The mere number of feature vectors which are in the data concerning a patient is so overwhelming that people are now using deep learning to effectively predict whether a person actually has a certain disease or not. Well, that was simple, isn't it? Hit like if you liked the video. For more such videos, please do subscribe. And for more information on machine learning and artificial intelligence, log on to www.analogica.in.